Now we're going to track where the shot went on the goalie. You can see from up at the top, shot from the point, we have selected the zone on the ice where the puck came from. Now we're going, where did it go on the net, whether it hit the net or missed the net. And just like the zones on the ice, this can be a bit subjective. So don't stress if you missed exactly where it went, if you put the wrong area, or you missed a shot completely. You're still going to be giving your goalie better data than they've been getting in a while. So now where did the shot go on the net, or if it missed the net? We break the net into 8 zones or 8 spots for your goalie. So reading from left to right, the first one is zone 1, high blocker. The second one to the right is high glove. Those are holes 1 and 2 for a goalie. Holes 3 and 4 are the exact opposite on the ice, or lower. So the bottom corner of the net, low blocker, is hole 3, and hole 4 is low glove. In between the legs is the 5 hole. When you hear goalies say, hey, they got scored on 5 hole, that's what it means, between the legs, because hole 1, 2, 3, and 4 are high blocker, high glove, low blocker, low glove, and hole 5 is between the legs. Holes 6 and 7 are the blue armpit zones. You don't see a ton of shots going there if the goalie is playing it correctly, but you will see some goals squeak through the armpit. And so hole 6 is the blocker side armpit, hole 7 is the glove side armpit. The red zone is in the chest. Now, while obviously a goalie's not going to get scored on often in the chest, you still want to track chest saves because I can tell you how well a goalie is playing. And so that's what we consider zone 8 in the chest. There are also 4 missed nets, which can help you indicate any shots that missed the net. A missed net is a good thing for a goalie, meaning he was in good position. And so we track missed nets here. So you can click, if a puck misses the net and it was shot up the high blocker side, you can click the missed net up in that corner. If the shot was high glove and missed the net, you click the missed net up in the high glove. The low shots would be shots that miss the net low. So a low shot, low blocker, you click this miss net button, and a low shot, low glove, you click this miss net button. Here are some examples of shots high blocker. You can see all of these shots, wherever they're from, are shot at the blocker side. The goalie either makes saves sometimes with their shoulder or arm or even blocker. They'll put the puck out into the corner or sometimes up into the netting, or maybe the puck goes in, but they're all shots high blocker. Now we're looking at glove shots. You can click the top right corner of the zone for any shots to the glove side. Oftentimes goalies will make these saves with their glove, maybe even catching it or deflecting it to a corner, but they could make the same saves with their shoulder or arm. As long as the shot is going towards their glove side, you can mark it here. Now we're going to look at shots low blocker, and this can be a bit subjective, is it a blocker save for high blocker or is it a low blocker save? And again, that's subjective. Obviously, if it's a stick save, where the save is made with a stick or it hits his blocker side pad, then you'd want to click low here. But there are times where a goalie drops his blocker down to make a low blocker save that we would consider it lower blocker. But if you break the net into the bottom third, any shot in the bottom third blocker side should be considered low blocker. The same concept rolls true for low glove. Any shot in the bottom third of the net low glove often will be made with stick saves or even pad saves, but sometimes a goalie may drop his hand all the way down to make a glove save that is incredibly low. Any shot in the bottom third of the net on the glove side of the goalie, you would mark here. Five-hole saves can be a little trickier because sometimes the goalie will move and it looks like maybe it's a glove save or a blocker save low. But reality is if it's a 5-hole save, that means the puck would have gone between the goalie's feet. And so even if the goalie moves a little bit, would the puck have gone between his feet? If it's a shot between the feet, then it counts as a 5-hole save and you click between the feet or the tan area on this app. Here are a couple of armpit saves or goals. As you can see, not a lot of shots happen to the armpits, but you do want to track it, especially if it's a goal. Making sure your goalie's armpits are tight and not allowing pucks to go through is a big piece of goaltending. So keeping an eye on armpit saves is always a good move when you're tracking stats. Chest saves are a big stat for us. We're always fans of goalies making good chest saves. That means the goalie's in a good position. Anytime the puck hits their chest or even their belly, oftentimes you'll see goalies try to use their gloves to capture or smother the puck, but you want to track as many chest saves as possible. Chest saves are good positioning. That means the players are hitting them in the chest, and they don't have to make saves with their arms and legs. So the more chest saves the goalie has, the better. Finally, let's look at some missed net shots. Pucks that are missing the net: high blocker, high glove, low blocker, and low glove. And you can see where we would indicate on the app. The big reason we track missed nets is, again, positioning. The better positioning a goalie's in, the more likely someone's going to miss the net. If the goalie wasn't in the net, a player would shoot at the dead center of the net and they wouldn't miss the net. And thus, in turn, everything would go in. So the only reason a player is missing the net is usually because a goalie is in such good position that they're forced to shoot at such a small area that sometimes they miss. So a missed net is a win for a goalie. So even when you see a shot that's a missed net, it doesn't count as a save. That usually means the goalie did a good job with their positioning, and that should count as a win. So we track missed nets by clicking these buttons here. If you have a goal post, that is also a missed net, because a goal post shot does not count as a shot on net, it counts as a missed net. So any goal post, whether it be high or low, you just click the missed net button to track that. And as always, in the bottom right corner is our help button, where you can get information on each one of the type of shots, missed nets, if you forget.